outdoor fitness equipment. We talked about this a little bit before. I broke it down a little bit more as per Tom Hoffman's suggestions. These fitness pieces can help our classes, our strength and speed class. That again, it's just for grade school kids. We have like the high school that's a feeder program. It also helps the running club, the ball running club in the spring running club, and any adult class, any adult people who want to use the fitness pieces, they surely can, or kids or whatever. That's up to them. So again, I broke down 2 options for you. First option includes the dual exercise bar, push-up stand, double sit board, strengthens, stretch bars, and self-weighted rowers. On the next couple pages, it shows pictures of each of those pieces. And it also explains a little paragraph about each one, what it does. So basically it covers all your core strength in each one of the muscle groups. So I sat down with a couple of our lead instructors, wellness program, girl that works for me. I sat down with a few gym teachers and just kind of hammered out some of these pieces. These are the suggested pieces that they would recommend. Again, each piece is kind of describes in your little paragraphs there. I'm going to read it to you. And then also I enclosed a little map of where they would go. So the map that you see, the yellow dots on your map, or we're kind of yellow on your map. Sorry. They are on mine.
Thank you.
Sorry. We're going to color copy. So the yellow dots on my map shows where the signs are, and in between the signs is where the pieces of equipment would go. So, and like I referenced earlier, so the sign that's out there right now, that post, we would just adhere another little sign next to it. So we don't have to build any more posts or add anything else on. They would be just next to those posts, so we save a lot of money that way. Again, all the pieces are attached. So you see the sit-up board, you see all the different pieces.
There won't be a problem for snow removal during the winter, will they? Or do we take them off during the winter?
Very good question. No, I talked with Ken as well a few times now. So they push snow a certain direction, and so the piece of foot would be the opposite side of how they push the snow. So, good question. Thank you.
So the equipment actually be out there all fall?
All year, yep. And so the signs, 24, yeah, all the time. Let's see, so option 2 is just a few less pieces of equipment, not as many pieces. Shipping is about 15%, installation is about 20% per piece, and then we're talking about $100 per piece to dig out a 4x5 feet, or sorry, 10x10 area underneath each piece and put wood chips in. Oh, not really wood chips, I'm sorry, safety mulch, it's called, and we bury your down, of course, as well. So that's basically what that encompasses. That's the outdoor fitness company. This is corporations, best pricing. Other locations have these. This is where I got the idea from. So I've personally been on these pieces. I looked out on them. They're very durable.
What is the life expectancy? Do they even give you an idea? Similar to other playground equipment?
Sure. That is a good question. I'll have to get back to you on that.
What's going to be the policy for greater children during the school day that are adjacent to it?
Policy basically is they can go all the way up to where the woods begin and play, so anything beyond where the woods are would be off limits for the kids.
So will they have access
You're
to
talking
some
woods
pieces
behind.
during the day?
Yeah, I mean, there's some pieces right that are on the sidewalk that don't reach perpendicular to the woods. Kids could play on those, but they can't go near the imaginary lines. We have enough playground supervisors this year that
Just because Mary's not here tonight, she wasn't able to come. But if the children start using the pieces during the school day, you just have to be aware that it's a fund 80. I'm sure Mary would say that it's this year, or a fund 10, but it's for rec, so we have to do it time. you might have to do a time analysis. For the cost of that.
Every say for gym class.
Right. I think that's where the real tricky part would be.
Yeah.
Gym class will maybe use it. Would make sense.
And I'm also interested in, so you can go off the main blacktop over to the aisle or the walking path, which is where they should be located.
The kids play up on the soccer fields as well, so it's,
So we actually along the building, more or less, right along here.
Right.
It wasn't really along the back.
I think it'd be
Or where they're showing, like,
buildings.
and, from the back.
Yeah, probably the maps I will just see. So the first couple pieces will be off to the, if you're looking straight up this direction south, it would be off to the east side, which is towards the building. The first couple pieces right here, then after the playground, it's off to the woods side. Does that make sense? Staggered, right. And that's the way they blow the snow or push the snow or plow the snow. So that's why we're doing it that direction. And again, that correlates with this post that we put in as well. That's the whole reason we put those in the application.
Okay, so kids will be allowed to use it, so are we all in agreement then that we're not looking at installation of these at the other two elementary schools? This is a one-time only, right? Okay. Okay, the only reason I say that is I don't want to hear in the future that somebody disenfranchised from using it, but other kids have access to it because they're, if it's the case, then we're wind up spending, whatever,
Basically,
21,000.
For the community to use also.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, of course, yeah.
Guess I don't really have a strong feeling towards either option regarding the equipment. I guess the thing would be, for the students, making sure that they understand the purpose of the equipment versus, and that's more of what's here, just like the staff would address that and then want to reuse the rest, but it was the design also explain that as to now.
And a little questioning on the south way to Grover, I don't see any, can't tell from here any detail. I'm assuming there's no pinch points, no kids can get their hands.
That's the difference between option one and option two, basically is the roller.
And then push-up bar.
And the push-up bar. Because the push-up stand, push-up bar, one's more for like seniors or adults. Because the way you push your hands on a piece of equipment, further towards your chest, further up towards your more stiff muscle group. So that's why I have two of them in there, option number one. And in addition, you're right, the self-weighted roller is another piece on option number one, which is nice. It's a nicer, it's more of a cardio, so 10-15 minutes while your children's playing in the playground. And if you're sitting on that roller for 10-15 minutes, you're getting a serious workout.
So how does the roller operate? I mean, assuming something moves. What moves? So there's no way to pinch hands or fingers?
No.
Right.
Down at the bottom, you can see on the ground there.
I see something under, I just can't see much at all.
Right.
They just want to know kids can get their fingers caught. Or somebody else having it there. But then everybody else will be instructed not to be climbing on things that are like a pull bar, maybe high in the air or something.
They have those kind of bars already.
Yeah. What does it say?
And that's the question too, is it feasible to keep the kids off it during recess? It'd be difficult.
I'd say just go number one and number one.
yeah.
If you're gonna do it, do it. All right, any other questions?
We would have to make a motion in a second.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to send option one of the outdoor fitness equipment to the full board for a vote.
I'll second.
This is my last one. a quote back in 2012, for the two-level bleachers, and that quote is attached, but again, that's old, I'm so sorry. I'm still waiting for that, so I'm hoping to have the quote to you by next week. Is that all right, Tom?
Yes, that's fine.
Number 3 brings us to software, or, sorry, is there any questions on the bleachers so far?
Where would you be putting them?
Right, that's my question. Where's the primary application?
The primary application will be right here, this is where we host the soccer games, right
Okay.
here. So, definitely right here. Yeah.
Permanently mounted or portable?
No, these are portable, definitely. So you can roll them in and out over the winter. So that's what the main part.
Where are you going to store them? Do we have room or would we have to get a trailer or something?
Very well, 2 years ago, the thought was to get a trailer, wasn't it?
That's what it was, but there was also some thought that they using it actually for course and that too.
Correct. Yes.
Then it would be in a trailer where you can just transfer it to all the buildings.
Right.
Plus they'd be inside when you don't need them. You can back the trailer right up there and put them in.
Do they collapse at all, or are they fixed?
No. Is that something we look into, or?
I don't even know if they make them, but just what occurred to me in the second, they did make ones that collapse. It's something you could probably slide into maybe one of the sheds over there, or did they make something like that?
I would say they ask the high school because they use a lot of those types of things for the baseball diamond, and then they take it down from spring to fall, so might want to just check what they've been doing. They put a lot of.
My other question would be, do you think it's enough, given all of the parents and grandparents and people that show up for the soccer games and things like that? I could see these being filled within about 30 seconds of games starting.
Yeah. You know, again, I'm not trying to be frugal.
Oh, no, and I know, and I guess I'm asking,
How many are you looking at?
not that we need to get more, but that is it worthwhile or not at all to do if you're only going to have 2 of them? And John, you're there a lot on Saturdays
I think
too.
we're just used to bringing out chairs.
Right, exactly. But then the question is, okay, if there are 2 of them, how many people does that really accommodate?
Right.
And what are you supposed to be fighting over?
Yeah, it's 40.
And how would you situate them too with the multiple fields?
I was going to do the center ones.
Okay, so the center one would get them and the rest would be.
And then let overseas 3 fields. So put in the center those 3. But yeah, you're right, I'm spreading myself in then. So, I mean, if we have the budget to do more, that'd be awesome. And then you're right, there are 400 or 500 people there every Saturday. I mean,
Yeah, I guess my question would be, would you ever have enough? Without buying, you know,
Right. Right.
without building that whole field out there, it would be tough.
I guess for me, in terms of, I don't think we would ever have enough seating, and putting 2 in between the 3 fields, I know I would still bring my chairs here closer to the field my own child's playing on.
Right.
Anyways,
Right.
that, you know, watching from afar that way too. So I guess I would, if you want to come back with quotes, that's fine, but I would, look towards holding off on the pictures.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, just because I don't think we would ever have enough without spending a fortune. And I don't know what just to, what else is the guess, if we have to pick and choose which fields to put it on,
Sure.
you know, that type of thing.
The conversation a couple years ago was actually for bleachers at the field and trail site, and then 2 sets for each dome. So it's more so to address the basketball, paintball things during the winter, than necessarily the soccer stuff
Okay.
during the summer. So that's where things had left off a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know
for
if that helps.
basketball, and then also to help for seating for the Christmas and the spring course.
Okay. You know, and it's almost kind of the same thing, even at the basketball games. There's so many people. You know, with grandparents and parents, like I just mentioned, they're just lined up along the courts and just everywhere. I mean, it's great, but short of pulling out, you know, all of the bleachers that are in the wall and things like that, which you can't do, it would be hard to accommodate everyone. So,
Or maybe come back with quotes for the bleachers and then how we can store them and what that would cost.
Yeah, see, Trailside Woodfield don't have any pictures now in their gyms,
Right.
like they do here, so you're standing along the sidelines basically.
Right, and I guess speaking of that, now that did they install the hoops and everything, so there will be games here? Will the bleachers then be pulled out for
Oh, yeah,
rec
definitely.
games?
Yeah, it's ideal for the bleachers, that's how I really want the basketball this year too.
So will the majority of games then be held here at Evergreen?
About the court, is that still the same? Flooring.
Yes,
The same thing.
Flooring is like this tile, it's not like the other three.
Right, and the flooring's a little bit different in the school than every other school. So sometimes people complain that their children had slipped and hurt. So that's why we offer from the trail side and then we can then Waterford.
Okay.
Court. But it's ideal for the adult basketball up in here, the senior sports up in here, some of those regular classes.
Okay, but it's actually not hardwood floors, is that what we're saying? I guess I didn't pay attention. Rubber gears are looking at
This
this.
is regular vinyl tile, that's rubberized floor,
The
Right,
rubberized
the actual basketball.
which has been a downfall of both those schools since it was put in.
Okay.
It can only be so safe to do a sporting event, and this flooring has been working like this for some years. And wood flooring, which is just as hard as this has been working for hundreds of years in all the other schools. So putting rubberized in was kind of a downfall because now you can't have bleachers because it's rubberized.
Okay.
So you outdid yourself because now you don't have seating for anything, but you have a safe floor.
Next time I've never played basketball,
Yeah.
ever.
So it's comfortable instead of these here, and nobody's been concerned about their children getting hurt. Let's say very, very, very few children have ever been hurt here, so.
The only piece of town I had the rubberized flooring, especially at Woodfield and Trailside. We had Fox Rivers done 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It needs to be sanded down, resealed, and that's about 40, I think it was like $40,000 per floor. And then you're off of it for a couple days.
Every several years or
Something like
something.
that.
That's it.
How long did you get on the floor before we had to reseal it? 12 years?
We put it in, let's see, this is like 13th, 14th year we opened the building? 14.
We put it in 2-3 years ago.
So we're right. So when we put the floor in, when we remodeled the building, we redid the building 14 years ago.
So 11 years.
About 11, 12 years in there, we got out of it.
I think you gotta be careful with it hitting metal against the grips on the
Right.
floor.
Right.
So you gotta be real careful with chairs or anything else that's going in there in the floors.
Yes. We were like, telling the bleachers to come back to.
Yeah.
And the only thing I was asking, wondering about bleachers, will the bleachers fit between the floor space
Right.
and the wall space in the building? 'Cause
That's what I was
don't-
wondering.
I don't
See
think
how.
there's enough floor space for that, but I just asked you to check that out. And yeah, I'm thinking there's not enough floor space for it.
Yeah, there's only a few feet between the floor
Yeah.
and the
So I
wall.
was gonna say, there's
Enough to
just
sit.
standing room.
Right, it's enough just to sit there.
This year, yeah.
So Susie, it looks like you're just making back just with the floor specific numbers,
Correct.
correct?
The number 2.
All right.
And take a look at the collapsible bleachers as well, if they exist.
All right, so then moving on to number 3 is the software. As we talked about a little earlier, the facility usage program, that's the one that we enter all our outdoor, indoor, any activities that are going on with not only rec programs, but classes with school, concerts and so forth, and then Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Anybody comes in and uses our facility, uses our gyms. So that piece is a pretty barbaric, I guess is the word I could use, because we have to manually enter it, and then somebody can come over and override it easily. So sometimes we have errors in there. So there's new systems out now. There's new software systems that correlate with the software systems that about a few years ago that we did the online registration forms for. So it's called SPSI systems and called eClass. So that's software systems compatible with the one I have now. So I was hoping to work on a quote for you, maybe have that together by January, maybe implement that in the summer when it's a little slower time for myself. So that is like the eClass and that's the software system for facility usage.
What do you guys think for ourselves?
Won't be that much.
Couple thousand?
Yeah, for the software. For sure, and there might be a monthly fee, I'm not sure, but, and then also Tom brought up another suggestion to me about another software, so I'm looking into that as well. So I have a couple of different options for you at that point. So that's the status on that one, but it would just really help us work on facility usage. And this way, what would happen, is my understanding, is that if you wanted to book something on your own, if you had a class that you wanted to bring in for basketball or whatever, you could look online, see if it's available, you request it, send it to the department, we look and sign off on it, and and you can input it on your own, and all the dates, so every September, every 3rd September, or Girl Scouts will do every 4th Wednesday, or whatever it may be. So it's kind of like takes off the responsibility off of us, so you enter the data, not us.
Okay.
Yeah, you too.
No, I said, I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, the responsibility is on you to make sure that things
You're okay.
done correctly.
yeah.
Ultimately,
Once
you
they
just don't have to
okay,
manually
then
do
you
it
can-
yourself.
Well, no reason I'm saying this is, does that mean that these people don't get any okay until everybody else has got theirs in? Because priority level is school use,
Right,
student
right,
participation use,
right.
rec department stuff in there, and then others. So when you give the other the okay, and if they okay scheduling out Fox River Gym the whole year long, how do you,
But I
that's
think-
where you use your knowledge now to
Right.
say, I'm not gonna,
But I think ultimately, that's what happens now, except for this will just be a computerized way of doing it. Either way,
Yeah,
you're gonna be videoing,
yeah, a little bit to go through your answers is, there's like guidelines you set up in the software prior. That's how the SBSI is, like I set up guidelines when my deadline is for soccer. You know, when it shuts it down, the system shuts down and you can't enter, you can't register anymore. So just like that is, it's the same software, the same system that where I can enter data prior to that. So I'm in control, with our department's in control. But, you still can look at it and say, oh, I can still, Thursdays are open or Wednesdays are open for Girl Scouts or whatever. So it gives you the access, and that's how Waterford School does it as well. It's the same system.
and I would have to imagine that the school could also look
Oh, gosh, yeah.
what's.
Oh, yeah, we all have access, absolutely.
Right.
Charles are more connected there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, thanks, Dawn, I will know a lot more, just preparing you for my software suggestion in the future.
Good.
Anything else? Any other suggestions you may have?
The
For
only thing I would add, is I know that we have kind of additional funds and ways of looking at reducing some costs for the participants, and I brought this up with you, Suzie, is a lot of parents will purchase, whether it be soccer balls or goals or different things that they'll use during the year for practices because they aren't necessarily accessible from the rec department or for whatever reason. I'm sure there's a number of them. But in other youth clubs or things I've been involved with as a coach, at the beginning of the season, we would check out, say, a soccer ball, a bag of balls, some penny jerseys, things like that. You'd get a bag of stuff as the coach. You'd sign off on it. Hey, it's worth $150. If you lose it, you bought it, sort of thing. But then you would be equipped to then coach the kids and have all the stuff you need to do it. Versus, I know personally, and other parents have gone out, to Dunham's and bought a couple of goals, bought some balls, so there were some extra ones. To utilize, so everybody had something because invariably someone shows up without a ball or, using cones versus a net type of thing. So I'd love to see us purchase some of that equipment and then have it there to be used by coaches and then turn it in, at the end of the season type of thing. I think that'd be hugely beneficial. And may help get more people to coach because, here, it's real easy to do this stuff and everything. And just deal with the kids.
That's a great idea. Number 4, additional equipment is listed. So I think it ties into Tom Hoffman's suggestion, and I definitely put that forward for our next group of sports activities. So I think that's wonderful. I do. But also I'd like to include is like suggestions for, drills and skills, or, some of these parents are coming forward coaching for the first time. They're not really sure what they're doing. So maybe a little background or help for them to teach kids might be helpful as well.
Sure.
So, and then someone else came up with the idea, and I don't know where it was, somewhere, someone came up with the idea of showing PG movies in the summer, outside for an grade school, in the summer. I'm just throwing an idea out there. Having like a big screen, you got the pavilion, bring your blanket kind of thing with young kids.
PTO might fight for that one.
Well, PTO has the license, so they surely can run it. I mean, it's just an idea, it's awesome. They want to go for it.
I can tell you this is, Waukesha does this, and it is a huge, huge, huge draw. It really brings the community together. They showed Frozen. Actually, my husband and I took one of the neighbor boys, and bring your lounge chairs, you can sell popcorn. And the whole community breakdown in Cutler Park down there, and they put it on a big screen. It was just awesome. There wasn't enough room and parking for all the people that showed up this year.
I think that'd be good.
It's a great way to.
Maybe say show movies though.
Did the village do one at the village hall? Because I was pontoon boat when they saw they were projecting one out, I think it was a year ago.
Never mind, check though.
I know the Evergreen PTO does that
Right.
in the school.
Oh,
It's
Yeah, they
always
all
a big
do.
success, so.
Yep, it is, it's a huge success.
You just have to make sure you hit when you don't have mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Good luck with that one.
yeah. Just an idea for it out there. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know. But I will get back to you then next week.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There was
But
another,
that's next.
came from that lady, who was at the meeting.
Right, did we move that to a different?
Here.
Put it in records, it had to do with the village, so.